When we're talking about a company like RISE, we're the company by itself is a signature. It is a unique product which has been bought by a woman entrepreneur. That's me, and it's we would say that a woman understands the intricate details of a home better. And the kitchen or the appliance brand, Valcucine or Sub-Zero, that we've got in here is a signature by itself. The choice that we have, the kind of refined product knowledge that we have, that or the kind of uniqueness that we want to get to the market, is something that is visible by itself in the brand.
I didn't stop to think about my role defined by my gender. I mean, the fact that I'm a woman is totally irrelevant the way I looked at it until now. My predecessor was a man, a young man, and I'm a woman, not so young, but the challenges are the same, whether for me or for him or for anybody who will come, after me, if there will be, a need to. This is a great brand that we've pioneered into India, and to bring it to the awareness of the Indian consumer, to tackle the enormous challenge that the different markets, south, east, north, west of India offers. There are so many different mind frames and traditions and preferences and orientations. So India is it's a great challenge, and it's fascinating, and people are very clever, and they outwit you very, very fast. So you have to be on your toes constantly. In a sense, I have to talk to both. I have to talk to both the woman and as well as the man, right? It's not only a one-side conversation.
Correct.
You also find
that's
that,
right? That's right.
So there is, the side of who is going to use the kitchen, which is more maybe the feminine side, but it's no longer true even there, because more and more husbands are participating in the activities in the kitchen.
Correct.
So it's no longer only the woman's domain. And then there is the issue of the commercial side, which used to be only the male's domain, and it's no longer there too. So we have to talk to both, the woman and the man.
But as a woman who is selling a product or a brand to a customer, when we go and talk to clients, it's always very, they are always very welcoming of the fact that we are that there's a woman dealing with this product and she knows what it is all about. If she is dealing with it, that means there is something to it more than what we are thinking it is. So a man also starts thinking, okay, see, it's kitchens and it's a lady who is dealing with the product and she knows what she's talking about. She's not talking about just the product, she's talking about the experience that you're going to get in the product. So it really helps. It does give an edge. We all know that when a man is trying to sell a kitchen, he knows only the engineering of the kitchen. He doesn't really know how it absolutely works. When a man talks about a kitchen, it looks more like you're marketing a product. But when a woman talks about it, she's connecting with the emotion and the kind of usage of the kitchen by itself. She's not talking only about the product.
Yeah, I have a good example, like Sub-Zero refrigerator offer an amazing technology. Okay, it is the forefront of the science of preservation. And there is a lot to tell about the technology behind Sub-Zero refrigerator, what makes it into what it is, whether it's the dual refrigeration, whether it's the air purification, and there is a lot of technical terminology that goes into it. But when I show a woman how the door sucks itself into its place to have a complete sealed system, it's more emotional than talking about dual refrigeration and air purification. You know, so it's more immediate, it's more engaging,
Correct.
it's more personal, it's maybe more relevant to the everyday person, unless
Yes,
they are
that's
NASA technicians, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
If I talk about it in terms of Valcucine, what I've experienced in the last 1 year, Valcucine does a lot of these kind of shows, but not television shows per se. They have these different restaurants and different setups that they create in Italy, and chefs are invited to show their culinary skills every day, every night, evening, and a different chef every evening who come and use the Valcucine kitchen and cook there and show their baking skills, their how they can use the kitchen. So that kind of activity has been happening in Italy, and they have been interacting with the people, the market, through these chefs and through these kind of product placements. I last time when I was in Milan, I had visited this shopping mall where the dinner was set up by Valcucine for us, for the Indian market, the Indian partners. We all went there. It was a huge shopping supermarket kind of a setup. And then we went to the second floor and we see the big Valcucine island and full wall lined with tall units and 3 chefs cooking in that kitchen for us. So it was a very great experience because the client can touch and feel the product at the same time, have a social moment and talk and eat and everything. So that kind of setup is very much needed. But I don't know if it should be a show or more of a personal one-on-one interaction.
Or particular workshops. We had one workshop, showcasing the amazing qualities of Wolf technology. So we had a workshop of 100 ways of making chocolate chip cookies. Of course, there weren't 100 ways, but we called it that way because there are many different recipes for chocolate chip cookies. And so that was a lot of fun. Architects came with kids, and they all engaged in making the dough and the different styles of cooking chocolate chip cookies. So things like that we do.
See, there are different ways we can do that in terms of engaging the architects in different formats. One could be event that is done in the showroom, and you're getting in touch with the architects, and you're inviting a set amount of people, and you're interacting with them, while you have a chef cooking there. That's one of the experiences that you can do. There can be another one where at least in terms of Valcucine, we have art that can be put on our units. So we can have a painting competition for the locals, and we can have something where students come together and we have this competition that happens, and that art can be honored in a way by putting it on one of the kitchens. So this way we can reach out to the market in different ways, and reaching out to the architects, reaching out to the customers. These kind of innovative ideas are very, very much needed at this point, because this is the only way we can have a personal touch with our clientele.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you too.